Hey everyone, welcome back. Here we're taking a look again at Multiview model number 7, and I'm showing you a second way to think about and to go about trying to make this 3D model. So this time around, I think I'm going to start by first building this rectangle here. So that rectangle is this part of this front view right there, and a little bit of that part. And then afterwards, I'm going to put on top of that this semicircle, and I know it's a semicircle, right, for two reasons. One, I've got that plus over there that I'm circled up. That plus tells me that it's the center of a circle. And I also can told here that the radius, right, and radius is part of a circle. Right, so that's my clue that I might want to use a circle to help me build that. And so that's going to be this top part here. Right? And then lastly, I'm going to go and make the base. And hopefully the base, right, is going to be this section here, all this bottom part. Right? So from the side view, it's going to look like that over there. I'm going to build this bottom and stretch it out. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to build that rectangle. This rectangle here has a dimension of 1.5 vertical, and I know that it is 2.7 inches across because of this top view dimension right there. So coming into my front, I'm going to create a new sketch using my front view plane. I'm going to turn off the top and my right for a little bit. And let's put down a rectangle. I'll build it from the center. I'm not concerned with the dimensions just yet because I can use the dimension tool or hitting D on the keyboard. Right. My width is going to be 2.7 inches. Again, that comes from the top view. And the height of this rectangle is going to be 1.5. That comes from the front view. All right, now let's extrude that, turn that into a rectangle or into a 3D block. So that extrusion, how thick to make it, comes over here from my side view. That side view says I'm extruding this all the way back here, 0.8 of an inch. So I'm going to extrude, select, I'm just going to change the direction. You don't have to, I chose to, 0.8. So we extruded this backwards, 0.8, and we now have, right, this bottom block from which to build everything else off of. Great. Right. Next step, I'm going to work on building the semicircle at the top here. So coming onto my model, I'm going to sketch, and I'm going to build on the front face of my 3D block. All right. Now, coming over here and taking a look at my front view. Oops. Looking at my front view, I see that the radius here is 1.35. Now, for those of you who can't remember, the radius is always a measurement from the center to the outside edge of the circle. From the center to the outside edge of the circle. Right? So I'm going to place my circle right on top of that, the top line of the rectangle I just built. So here's the top line. I'm going to make a circle. Not concerned with the size because, again, I can dimension everything. Use the dimension tool. First off, I'm going to put it in the right spot. I'm going to go from the center to the outside edge. Oops. Let's put that again. Let's put it in a different spot. There we go. Moving spots because I think it got constrained the first time around. So from the center to the outside edge, there we go. I want that to be 1.35 inches. That's the distance of the radius from the center to the outside edge. And now I need to, now that I got my circle positioned, I need to make it the circle the right size. Click on the circle, drag that out. And if you notice, there's a symbol in front of that number, 0.859. That symbol in front is the diameter. It tells you the distance from the one side to the other side of the circle passing through that center. Right? The diameter is always twice the radius. So I need to go in and re-edit this to be 1.35. That's the radius. We need to double it to get the diameter. There we go. Right. Changing my camera view once again. I'm going to take my circle, semicircle, and I'm going to hit escape. Go ahead and take that semicircle, excuse me. Going to now extrude that backwards. So I'm just going to change the opposite direction. Right. And how far back? Well, I get that to be over here from my side view. Again, 0.8 inches. So change my depth to be 0.8. There we go. All right, so far so good. All right. Now, final step over here is that I want to model up this bottom base here. Right? This base which goes from this rectangle right there. And if you notice, that base sits flush to the back part of that piece that I just built. So using that information, I'm going to come over and I'm going to switch over to the back side and of my, looks like a tombstone. And that's where I'm going to build my next sketch. I'm going to sketch on the back of that. And now that base, if I notice here in the front view, is just a rectangle. That rectangle has the same width, right, as my entire shape. So now that I got my sketch, I'm going to build a rectangle. Oops, made it a little bit too big, but that's all right. I'm going to dimension this up. 2.7. All right. Now I need to get the right height. What's that height going to be? Well, coming in again to my front view. Oops, not that button, excuse me. I'm going to zoom in over here. The entire height from the top to bottom of my shape is this value right here, 3362. Right? That's the entire height going from the bottom to the tippy top. Right? Well, what is that 3362 made up of? Well, part of it is made up of this radius right here. And the other part is of that rectangle, the height of the rectangle that we built in our first step. So by doing a little bit of subtraction, if I take away the radius, and if I take away the height of that rectangle, I'm going to be left with whatever the height of that rectangle is going to be. And I can let OnShape do all the math for me. Again, I've got my dimension tool already set up. I'm going to click on the height. I'm going to tell it to do 3.362 inches minus the radius, 1.35, minus the height of that rectangle that we built in our first step, 1.5. And there we go. I get that right size. Going to hit OK. And I got to figure out how far to extrude that. So that rectangle that we just built is going to get extruded this distance right here. Right? So here we just built it in the back and we need to pull it all the way to the front. Right? That extrusion length comes from up here in our top view. That number 3, oops. This is the back that we just started with, and now we're going to pull it all the way down 3.1 inches. So coming up, I'm going to extrude, going to select that rectangle that we just made. I'm going to change the direction because I want it to go forwards. And it's going to be 3.1 inches. Right? I want to put this onto an add. I want to build off of my shape. Right? I'm going to add to the first couple parts that I got. Check. And there we go. Change my camera view back to isometric. I'm hoping you see that this particular view is pretty close to being the isometric view in our sketch. And in fact, we can check out the mass and properties. And we're going to take a look at its volume. I'm going to select part 1 over here. And you notice 9.816. Right? That is the volume that we got for the method number 2. And if I come back here to method number 1, right, that we did in our first view, our first video, 9.816, the same thing. Right? So there you go, a second way to tackle up model number 7.